Hello and welcome to another real estate podcast. My name is Aashish, and today we are going to talk about Courtyard Fairmont, a project which is going to be launched very, very soon. Courtyard is one of the most renowned real estate developers from the beautiful city of Vadodara. And to talk about Courtyard Fairmont, we have a very young, fresh talent and voice, Miss Sneha Shah, who heads the sales for Courtyard Group. Hi Sneha, how are you?
Hi, Aashish. Thank you so much for the lovely introduction. And I think you have created that energy and vibe. So, looking forward to this podcast.
Lovely. Thank you so much. So, Courtyard के बारे में अगर मैं बोलूँ तो Courtyard have got multiple projects going on in the city of Vadodara, and now this particular one, जो मैं elevation और जो मैं design देख रहा हूँ overall, that looks absolutely ultra luxurious. It's something, a new niche that Courtyard is trying to develop. So, try and explain that ये पूरा जो thought process है, ये कहाँ से आया?
So, Aashish, let me take a little back. Our visionaries are so strong, Mr. Viral Sheth has made it very, very evident that each of his projects stands out. And with Fairmont, it's not a building, it's a statement. So, of course, we have this time targeted a very niche segment. It starts from 1.75. So, we basically wanted to attract a very cream crowd. We are looking for luxury, we are looking for elite crowd, we are looking for grace, we are looking for something which is above and beyond sky. So, yeah, Fairmont is a statement and it's basically targeting urban living. Yeah.
Super. I feel so happy and proud as a Barodian because lately, in the past 6 months, I've really done a lot of podcasts with real estate developers, and credit to everyone, more so for Courtyard, because the entire skyline is going to change, Sneha. I think अगले 2 से 5 साल में मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जब मैं ड्रोन शूट करूंगा, I think the whole city is going to look so contemporary and so fresh in terms of its designing. So overall, Courtyard का इसमें क्या contribution है in this entire transition of the city, and more so Fairmont का?
Basically the way Baroda is growing, exponentially, horizontally, vertically, the way it's expanding. Courtyard has made sure that the western region of Baroda, especially the Bhaili, Sevasi, Khanpur, Vasna Bhaili, is taken to a completely different standard. And each project is a reflection of Mr. Ruchi Sheth's vision, Mr. Veeder Sheth's ethics, qualities. So, of course, we have made sure that the commitment, the quality, the standard of living, everything is on par. It's at par. It's on 10 on 10. And when I say so, they have contributed immensely to the growth of Baroda in terms of infrastructure, in terms of sustainability, in terms of CSR activities, in terms of sports. They have been sponsoring a lot of pickleball tournaments, basketball.
I see the Courtyard logo literally everywhere.
Yeah, so they are actually uplifting the masses and uplifting the city as well.
Super. I do a lot of business at the location where Fairmont is going to come up. I feel that it's kind of close to nature. It's very serene. It's very calm. So was there a deliberate thought process कि यार हमको यहीं पे land लेना है और यहीं पर Fairmont जैसा project करना है?
Of course, it was a very conscious decision. It was very well thought decision. It was very, very, very calculative move. Because the land, the area, the location, the locality was actually fostering and, making it very, very inevitable for them to put up something which was out of the box. And when I say so, I think the design, the elevation, the infrastructure they have developed. I'm telling you, 3 years down the line, it's going to be one of its projects.
It's going to look massive.
It's going to be an inspiration to many other people. It's going to be a living for many prospective buyers, for a lot of achievers. So yeah, I mean, Fairmont is going to stand out.
Super. Also, just walk me through what are the variants and what are the exact specifications for Fairmont.
So, of course, Fairmont is basically 4-bedroom, 2-hall kitchen. We have 5-bedroom, 2-hall kitchen. We have duplex. We have penthouses. So, of course, when I say 4 BHK, it starts from 2,400 carpet. When I say penthouse, it goes to 3,900 carpet. When I say 5-bedroom, 2-hall kitchen, it goes to 4,665 carpet. This is just the carpet. The super build-up is completely different.
Yeah.
And the beauty is that they have a puja room, they have a servant quarter, they have attached washrooms, they have attached dress areas, they have family sitting, they have home theater. So you name it and you have it.
Yeah.
Every little thing is there.
Yeah.
So, the beauty is they have kept it very, very simple. At the same point of time, they have kept it very, very classy. Yeah.
And how many, because it looks on paper, as I just went through the brochure and everything, it looks a very, very massive project. So how many units do we have, and what are the amenities that you're going to provide apart from a very luxurious living experience?
So we have 88 units. There are 4 towers, each tower comprising of 13 floors, each floor comprising of 2 units. And the beauty is that every unit has their own private lift with their biometrics. So safety standards are maintained. 88 units plus 8 penthouses plus 10 showrooms. So it's all in all 106 units in a project. We have some real elite amenities. That's like we have a home theater, we have gazebo, we have cafeteria, we have swimming pool, we have badminton court, we have toddlers room, we have virtual gaming room. Everything is like, it's a kind of a statement.
I think whatever is required, जो भी एक community living में आज के तारीख में must होता है, and a lot of nuclear families are now looking for such amenities. They are looking not only for their space within their home thing, but apart from that, they are looking for that comfort and security for their family as well. So, this particular segment that Courtyard is now finally got into, the niche, the absolute niche, the ultra luxurious, there are a lot of projects happening in Vadodara city. I have known so many developers who are trying to get into this, trying to make a mark of it. What do you think, as the sales head of Courtyard Group, is the biggest USP for Fairmont?
Somebody told me when I was doing my postgraduate that, Sneha, you work best under the pressure. So the morning message when I get from Mr. Veeral, any booking today? What I've got, that is the biggest motivation for me, because I have to ponder over it that am I supposed to meet my sales target this month? And if not, then what are going to be the consequences? So yeah, as a sales head, there are a lot of challenges. There are a lot of target pressure. But I think, my Mr. Veeral has made it very, very easy. He's somebody that you can approach very easily. So even, he's like, he has kept that open door policy that even the smallest and the minutest of problems are, made sure that he addresses. And as a sales head, of course, there is pressure, but at the same point of time, there is sense of satisfaction at the end of the day that, okay, I've achieved it. These are the numbers that I've got it. And there's a different feeling altogether. You meet different set of clientele, and each set of clientele have an emotional value because it's in home. So it's completely a different experience. Like I said, that we are not building homes through bricks. We are building homes through dreams. So yeah, that's it.
So, and as a potential buyer, as I told you in my previous question, there is a lot of crowd in this particular segment. There are a lot of developers who are actually working on this particular niche segment, the ultra luxurious one. So how do you think that Fairmont is going to stand apart as against the other projects within the city?
A is that Courtyard is a brand. It is a powerhouse of talent. Of course, when I just say a powerhouse of talent, it is an extended family. They have roots very, very grounded. They have made it grand, but they have also kept it very, very grounded. They have kept it very, very modern. At the same point of time, they have not forgotten the simplicity of it. So with Fairmont, it adds every little bit of what the powerhouse of talent is, from the designs, from the modern touch, from the aesthetics, from the detailings, from the quality standards. It is going to be a different project altogether from the rest of the projects. When I say rest of the projects, of course, every project delivers quality and every project has its essence. But Fairmont, we have tried to give a whole new perspective, a different angle to it, a different tangent to it. And it is more special because we have just, it's a new location, it's a new segment, it's a new, with a new target audience. The pricing of it starts with 1.75 onwards. So it's a challenge for us, but at the end of the day, we are actually creating our own, we are raising our own standards. So.
Real estate is so much on the consumerism, as we say, and the Indian human behavior is, it's going to launch very soon, I believe, right? It's going to launch in the month of June. So if I come over there for the launch, and because the Indian market is such that they are always offer based, कि आज मैं आया हूँ ये प्रॉपर्टी देखने या लेने, what is the best offer that you have? So क्या आप लोगों ने अभी कोई ऐसा प्लान किया है, और डू यू हैव एनी आइडिएशन दैट फॉर द अर्ली बर्ड काइंड ऑफ बायर्स?
Absolutely, like Courtyard is known for giving some real lucrative discount offers. So for right now, on this camera, flat 20% off if you book the flat before the launch. So this is the pre-launch offer. This is an early bird offer that you book with the token amount and you have flat 20x off. After launch, of course, the price and the discount will
Yeah.
vary. But at this point of time, we have some real good lucrative offers, and that's how we have probably planned things, and we want that buyers when a prospective buyer comes, he is very sure what he wants, and we are very sure what we want to deliver. So 90% of game gets sorted over there. The rest 10% is the ideation, is how we want to execute it. So
How many stories are there? How many floors is this entire thing?
13 stories.
14 stories. Okay.
13.
13 you are saying.
Yes,
Okay,
13.
that is inclusive of the penthouses.
Yes.
And you have some commercial
We have
spaces
10
as well.
showrooms. I'm very precisely saying it. They are showrooms. They are not any pangallas, or there are no shops. They are big, huge showrooms. And we are going to offer. We are planning to get some real good brands. We want to attract good brands this time. So it's just not trying to make it a commercial, but at the same point of time, I think Courtyard has always tried to be very, very customer centric approach. That's why a common man can afford a house. That's why it starts from 45 lakhs and has gone up to 1.75. So our approach has always been very customer centric.
Also, when I talk about the tier 1 cities, if I talk about Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, because they are now, these major cities are getting into absolute concrete jungle. There are no spaces between the buildings. Does Courtyard practice any eco-friendly practices or green spaces? And is there going to be any in particular to this particular project, Fairmont?
Courtyard's every project's USP is only high, huge, spacious, more than 50% open to sky, highly ventilated, full of greenery, garden, extremely open with sunlight. Every project, whether it is 900 carpet or whether it is 4,000 plus carpet. So every unit breathes air, every unit is highly ventilated, it's fully spacious. Our USP is only to give huge balconies. So supporting environment and giving that kind of feel factor, that atmosphere, that natural air, ventilation, sunlight is the prima facie of Courtyard. So all of our units breathe space.
See, today's mentality or mindset is also, I think, that people who get into this kind of a niche segment, spending more than 1.5 or almost 2 CR on an apartment, एक क्वेश्चन ये भी होता है कि किन किन लोगों ने बुक किया है, यहाँ पर मेरे नेबर्स कौन होंगे. लव थाई नेबर्स का एक पॉलिसी जो है इस पर्टिकुलर सेगमेंट में बहुत वर्क करता है. So what kind of target audiences are you looking at? Let's say, just to give you a bracket, like doctors and industrialists and people from various sectors. What are you looking as a sales head so that ऐसे लोग यहाँ पर मेरे community में आने चाहिए?
So anybody who is aspiring to buy a house, especially somebody who's having a 3 BHK, wants to move to a 4 BHK, or wants to move to a penthouse, or wants to move for a 5-bedroom, 2-hall kitchen, is a prospective buyer. So any aspirational person who wants to move to a larger space, to a better standard of living, is our prospective buyer. Of course, the kind of target audience we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have industrialists, we have various segments of people. But of course, any aspirational buyer who wants to move to a larger space for a better community living is our prospective buyer.
So everyone who wants a better standard of living, a better community living, probably Courtyard Fairmont is the answer for that.
Absolutely.
Also, I believe whenever I see your social media videos of Courtyard, I feel that the entire team, whether they are architects, whether they are people working on ground, sales team, marketing team, they are having a good time. मतलब वो थोड़े से सोशल मीडिया पे तो ऐसे ही लगता है. आई एम श्योर दैट दे आर अलग अलग प्रेशर्स होते हैं. बट हाउ डज Ruchi sir's or Viral's leadership in terms of team bonding or overall betterment of team come up?
Yeah, actually, if I have to put it up, they are phenomenal. They are phenomenal, probably just not as leaders, but as people, as human. Both of them, whether it's Mr. Ruchi Sheth or whether it's Mr. Viral Sheth, or even if it's their family, you know, whether it's Falguni ma'am, whether it's Bansi ma'am, whether it's Manoj sir, whether it's Dipti ma'am, everybody is an amazing, amazing human being before being a boss or before being a leader. Of course, their exceptional leadership qualities has uplifted us to become a better salesperson or a better marketing person or a better social media person. And the moment you tell them that I want to do this, just do it. It's like, just do it. We don't have to think that whether my proposal will be accepted or whether my idea will be
that
accepted.
I can definitely vouch, because wherever I go to Viral sir or Ruchi sir, they are always very receptive to ideas that, they will make certain minor changes, but they are always ready to adapt. I guess that's one of the...
Extremely rooted, grounded people, and they believe in their people, The good point is that you have to trust the people that you're working in. So they trust them, and they trust them blindly. So I think it's my honor and privilege to work with Mr. Viral Sheth and, take his guidance. Working under his leadership is always so satisfying. And Mr. Ruchi Sheth and Viral Sheth has played a very phenomenal role in shaping Courtyard Group and giving a whole new dimension to Courtyard Group, and especially to the staff. We have a lot of entertainment programs. We have get-togethers, we have dinners, and we have Women's Day celebrations, and we have outings and everything. So pressure is always backed by parties. So that's very, very evident.
Also, Ruchi Sheth is one of the most renowned names in the city of Vadodara. He's been an architect. He's now doing exceptionally well through Courtyard Group as a leader. How do you think that the overall architect's involvement has been for this particular project, which is Courtyard Fairmont?
When it comes to Mr. Ruchi Sheth, he has been designing more than 80-85% projects of Baroda, even if it is outside Courtyard. So his designing Baroda or shaping Baroda is on a different level altogether. And it's just not Baroda, I would say he has extended massively in the growth of Gujarat as a designing, giving that architectural shape. And now when I see every design speaks volumes about him. And now when I see other designers, other architects coming, I think everybody comes out with a USP. If somebody is good with the design, somebody else is good with the elevation, somebody is good with the structure. But I think the taste of Mr. Ruchi Sheth has always been very subtle, very, very dynamic, very, very exclusive, classy, full of grace, and hugely contributing in redesigning or reshaping the architectural perspective of Gujarat. I think it's not any Tom, Dick, Harry's hands-on project. He has, I think, hats off and hands down to his exceptional contribution.
And you as sales, you head sales for Courtyard Group. Today we are of course talking about Fairmont, but there are so many projects. कभी-कभी मैं वीडियो करता हूँ तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि अच्छा ये भी है, ये भी है, ये भी है. So just walk me through the kind of projects that Courtyard is currently undergoing, or as we say that it's under construction. Just let me know that.
So we have, as of now, we have 17 sites. Basically developing the western area of Baroda. That's what I said earlier. Bhaili, Sevasi, Khanpur, Gotri, and Vasna Bhaili. We have already finished 4 of our projects, and the 3 are we have been probably finishing off by December. We are going to give the possessions very shortly. Next 3 to 4 more projects are coming up, and the ticket size starts from 45 lakhs and goes to 3.5 lakhs. So we are of course carpet size is from 900 carpet area to 4665 carpet area. So you
have literally everything. So if anyone wants to buy a property, I think they just have to Google Courtyard Group Vadodara, and जो भी budget है उसमें उनको घर मिल जाएगा.
And we have it. We have plethora of projects. It's like you just tell me the carpet, you tell me the area, and I'll offer you. So like I said, we have a house for every man. We have a home for every prospect, and we have a dream for every human being. So we have probably that's how we wanted to, and I think Now that has been manifested very beautifully by our visionaries. Yeah.
I also believe, because I've done so many podcasts with the best of developers in this beautiful city of Vadodara, I believe that there is a lot of competition, there is a lot of crowd, and the whole skyline is going to change in the next 2 to 5 years. If I was a potential buyer, Sneha, if today, let's say that we are sitting not in this podcast studio, but we are sitting in the office of Fairmont, what is the one unique selling point that you will sell to the buyer? I know the project, I've seen the brochure, but as a sales point of view, what is the one USP?
I think this is the toughest question in the entire podcast. But if I had to vouch for one USP, it is, of course, the architectural design and the elevation. That is the one USP which is going to, which is like a statement to a Fairmont, which is like a brand to a Fairmont, which actually probably just sums up what Fairmont is.
I also have one USP. I believe that this entire region of Khanpur-Sevasi that you have chosen, structures like this have not yet come up. It might be in the future. There are a couple of buildings of such stature and of that height, but the multi-towers that you're presenting and the kind of amenities that you're providing for that location is very, very different. And I'm in love with that location because it's seriously very calm and very serene and very
close
to the
Can I pitch you now for the project?
Not at this time. So as we speak, you also told me that it's going to be launched very, very soon. So the people who are seeing this podcast, maybe in Vadodara, maybe in Surat, maybe in Ahmedabad, Rajkot, across India, Mumbai, Bangalore, wherever, if they want an apartment for end use or for an investment point of view, what is the one message from Courtyard Fairmont that you would like to give?
घर चाहिए तो कोर्टयार्ड, amenities चाहिए तो कोर्टयार्ड, standard of living चाहिए तो कोर्टयार्ड, quality चाहिए तो कोर्टयार्ड, पर अगर सब कुछ चाहिए तो Fairmont by Courtyard. And I here invite everybody to visit us at our launch, which is going to come soon, and book your dream home with us. Be a part of Courtyard and let's get associated. Thank you, one. Thank you all. Thank you, Aashish.
I think you have marketed and advertised the project very well. I see a potential podcaster in you as well for the future. But I wish you all the very best, and I really hope that you have a superb launch and you have a superb project coming up by the name of Courtyard Fairmont. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aashish. It was wonderful, wonderful. I think the entire podcast went so effortlessly because it was you who made it so comfortable, and it was simply amazing. It was a wow feeling getting interviewed by you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The credit also goes to you, and of course the Courtyard
and your team.
Thank you so much. Lovely talking to you.
Thank you so much.